everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Leadership Speak series at L Forum. Today, I have the privilege of inviting a person who is an entrepreneur, a CEO, and an investor, and he has had the distinction of having bought six companies and sold 5 of them successfully, and now he's looking for his next venture. So, hello, Joe. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I started my business career. I was running venture-backed companies, and I had investors who were taking a risk and writing checks to fund some tech startups. And I grew those companies and was a part of a team that helped sell those companies. And when they were sold, my investors reaped the rewards, and I made smaller rewards. And so I had this idea that perhaps I could do this on my own without outside capital. We started with a business that was a small division of a cable television company here in the New York area called Cablevision. They had a small channel called MagRack. And my business partner, his name is Matthew Davidge, he found this opportunity, and we decided to buy the business and run it in our own scrappy entrepreneurial way. We had educational television content, how to cook, how to exercise, how to take care of your kids. And we thought, this is working out great, we should do it again. So we found another small business to buy. It was also another television business. However, that one didn't go quite as well. It was sort of a humbling experience. We ended up buying 6 companies over about 15 years, but it was quite different. Buying companies, owning them and running them with our own capital. So yeah, we learned a lot of lessons. We had some ups, we had some downs. It's been a fun ride. As opposed to being part of a big company where you just do one role and then you pass it to someone else to do the next role. We did everything. We found the business, we ran the business, we sold the business. Primarily, I think it's the power to control and make decisions and set goals, create opportunities in your life or in your business. And it's challenging to do that with a team, as you said, who are on the ground and empower them as well. But there's a certain amount of confidence that also plays into it. And in our case, buying these businesses and being completely autonomous with no investors and no one looking over our shoulder, we had to really feel empowered that we were making good decisions and that we were capable of following through and implementing plans and hitting projections that we set. My earlier part of my career, where I had a boss and I had colleagues and I had people that were more experienced than I was an opportunity to learn and to observe other managers and executives exert their power and feel empowered to make good decisions. And the confidence that goes hand in hand with it is something that took time to come, because I grew up in a family of doctors. No one was in the business world, and I didn't have any contacts and I didn't have any mentors. It's been a process to feel empowered and to feel that I could take these risks and that I could hire people and give them a lot of decision-making power. No one wants someone looking over their shoulder, breathing down their neck, as I didn't want that with my investors. And I know my employees, who I think have been successful, have thrived because of that, because they have that autonomy and that ability to make decisions. When we bought the business that I mentioned from NBC, there were employees there who had worked for NBC, arguably one of the largest, best media companies in the world. They came to work in our crummy little office on 57th Street, where we didn't have a support staff and we didn't have a lot of the resources and the amenities that they had in their previous world. But we had an opportunity. One of the employees said they felt liberated. They felt like they had the ability to make decisions. Those changes were good for most of the team, and I think it empowered them. They felt like they were able to roll up their sleeves, do real work in a little entrepreneurial, scrappy company. However, this autonomy, this empowerment and ability to make decisions and sort of, you have an idea, let's go ahead and do it and run with it, I think was more gratifying to some of the team. There was one individual who I thought, having been at NBC for 20 plus years, may not sort of fit into our little entrepreneurial world. He was fantastic. He was an entrepreneur at heart, even though he had been at a big company. And so I don't think he was empowered in that company in the same way. I think our generation and the generation even that's come after us are getting a more rewarding and an exciting career by having different opportunities at different companies. Some places you're more empowered, some places you're less empowered, and working in a variety of opportunities, I think is really better. I think that there's something to be said for surrounding yourself with people, one way or another, who have done it before, whether they're mentors or they're people who have been entrepreneurs and had some success. Even entrepreneurs who've not had success have a lot of lessons to share. And when you try to create something from nothing, there's nothing more rewarding than that. But it's scary as you hire people, which is one of the most difficult things to do in any business. It's hiring well. That takes years, I think, of practice, because not everyone will be empowered on day one, and not everyone can become more empowered over time. And so a young entrepreneur, talk to people, see if you can meet people who've done it before. Almost every entrepreneur I speak to has had to shift gears along the way. And there are lessons in those conversations that one would learn about managing people, about empowering teams, and how to create an organization with the right culture that has people feeling good about themselves and also is financially successful business. It takes time to get there.
Joe, thank you so much for your time. And
thank you.
As I mentioned, this is a forum that I've been kind of trying to build for entrepreneurial leaders like our community. And I'm hoping I will be able to bring you in for many more such sessions. And we have a lot of interesting ideas and plans for the future. I seek your participation in this group. And thank you for your words of advice. And I wish you and your team all success, and hopefully you find your next investment soon.
Thank you. Pleasure. Great to see you.
Like, share, and subscribe to the EL Forum channel. Click the link below to enjoy the full video.